Hey guys, it is like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. Our alarm got us up early. It's still dark outside. I can see a little light on the horizon, but it's thundering. Thunder and lightning and just like a sprinkle of rain. Our first section takes us up to a ridge, and then we walk a ridge for about 4.5 miles. So we don't really want to be on a ridge in a thunderstorm. We're supposed to have really good weather tomorrow, like sunny, no rain, not till Tuesday, at least the last report I got said that. So I'm thinking it's just a quick little summer storm and nothing big, but I have no way to check that. So we have taken everything from outside and moved it inside. Unfortunately, we're in the tent tonight, if you remember correctly, and not a shelter, so we can't like spread out and get everything packed in a shelter. We have to do it all in the tent, which kind of sucks. There's enough room for Matt and I and like a few things in here, but there isn't enough room for everything. And right now we have it all in here. Matt is making his way down to the vault toilet while he still has a few minutes before it starts pouring, and I'm gonna start getting organized here, and we will check back in with you when we've made a decision on what we're gonna do. For right now it's raining and thunder and lightning, so we're not gonna leave just yet. Rumbly thunder. Oh boy. Foxes. There's 2 of them. One right there. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, he might be coming back. Hey! I see him, I see him. Hey! We don't have food.
Go away.
No.
We gotta go right through them.
Yeah, they're turning to the right.
They're slick.
Ooh, that's way zoomed in.
Oh, there he is. Look.
He wants to go this way.
He thinks he's slick.
Listen, buddy. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Just make a little noise. We are leaving McCargoe Cove. We just hit the sign to take us towards East Chicken Bone. From there, we're gonna get on the greenstone and make it to Daisy Farm, hopefully today. And we ran across 2 foxes in our path, and they're kind of like coming really close. So I kind of scared the one off because I didn't want him to get any closer. He was like 3 foot away. Mm-hmm. Probably looking for food or something, I don't know.
Or we're just in
their way. I don't know. It's early morning, so we're bound to see a little bit more wildlife. Also, I saw a fox now, so you're not the only one.
Yeah, but I'm at 3.
Okay. Today's been exciting already. Moose sheds and foxes. See ya in a bit. We have left East Chicken Bone. We've been on the ridge for at least a mile or more. It's very, very wet, very, very muddy. We're right up at tree line, but the trail is just solid mud. Let me show you what my feet look like right now. And I've been actively trying to avoid the mud. As you can tell, it's not working. So, according to the GPS, we're probably within 4 miles of Daisy Farm, maybe even a little bit closer. It says like 3.1 to Mount Ojibwe. We're not quite going that far. We're gonna turn off before it. We've decided and take the Daisy Farm trail down to Daisy Farm. So like as the crow flies, we're like 3 miles from Daisy Farm, but as the trail goes, we're probably 4-ish. but wet, muddy, but we found a nice little rock to have a seat for a minute, check the GPS, and get a sip of water. There's no water access on the ridge, but the trail is very wet.
It'll be nasty to filter that mud.
Yeah, so we're carrying a lot of water, so we're a little heavier today, despite being a lot lighter since we've been eating a lot of food. We are hoping, beyond hoping, that we get a shelter at Daisy tonight because we really need to dry out. We've got to do some laundry, we got to wash off our shoes and stuff, so fingers crossed there is a shelter waiting for us, hopefully. Well, we made it to Daisy Farm, and we, as you can probably tell, we're lucky enough to find a shelter. We made it here before noon. We were hoofing it at the end to try to make sure we could secure a shelter for the night because we really needed to dry some stuff out. We've got stuff hanging up everywhere and outside in the sun. So we're gonna dry some stuff, eat some lunch. We saw lots of groups. We passed a lot of groups on the way here that were coming to Daisy Farm. So I'm so happy that we were able to hike quickly and make it here and snag a shelter. We happened to get lucky. Right as we were walking down the trail, we saw the camp, and I made a left into like 4, 5, 6 campsites, and a group of 3 guys were headed out, and they were just leaving this shelter, and I asked them if they were coming or going from the shelter. They said they were leaving, and it just worked out perfect. Just walked right up into it, so got very lucky with that, and we've seen a couple groups stroll in since then, so we're feeling very fortunate and very lucky right now. So yeah, we're gonna have a little lunch. We are having
Kickin' chicken?
Yeah, packet gourmet kickin' chicken. Yeah, let's get that in focus. Kickin' chicken hot wings wrap. So we just add this to a tortilla. It's really good. We've had it one time before. One of these is enough for the 2 of us to share for a lunch. I think for a dinner, maybe you could get away with eating it by yourself, or if you're a big eater, but we usually share it. Let me show you what's going on outside. It's the tent rain fly and my shirt and my hat drying, and all of that stuff is trying to dry in the sun. I don't really have a clothesline, so I do have some guy line on my tarp I might take off and make like a clothesline, but most of it's drying really well in the sun, especially our shoes. They were pretty rocked after the mud, so I apologize for the lack of updates today, but we knew we had to hurry to get to Daisy Farm. It's a very popular site, and we knew we needed a shelter today to dry out. And Lake Superior is right through there. I don't know if you can see it, but just right there. So we didn't film a ton, plus the trail was very, very wet and very, very muddy, so I didn't want to have the Canon out in those conditions. I had it in my fanny pack. I've been keeping it in my fanny pack, and it was just too wet. The trail was too wet, so I had to take it out and put it in my pack. So, okay, we will check back in with you a little later. Woo, my feet are gross. Did it.
Oh, it's going down the back.
It's not so bad. Well, we went for a little swim. Got quite refreshed in Lake Superior. Oh my god, my hair is a hot mess. We have our clothes hanging up drying, but it looks like maybe a little thunderstorm coming in. We can hear the thunder off to the north of us. We kind of knew one was coming, but we weren't quite sure if it was going to hit us, and I'm still not 100% sure. It looks like it might go just north of us. But everybody retreated from the docks and headed back to their campsites or the group sites.
Or big picnic under the picnic table awning.
Yep.
Big party.
Yep. So we're gonna filter a little water and start thinking about dinner and maybe do a little Monopoly deal. Check out these shoes. They are gross, to say the least. That is some mud.
Hey y'all, this is why you get a shelter.
It's coming down now.
Don't know if you can hear that thunder, but we actually had a kayaker come in. Hope that shows up. We actually had a kayaker come in because he knew this was coming, and it was funny. Everyone on the beach was facing the wrong way. Everyone was just sunbathing and swimming and washing and filtering. No one noticed the storm. And he pulls up on the shore and says, "Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that," and points to it, and everyone turns around, and then we all kind of fled. So yeah, sky is looking darker. It's coming down. Just wanted to show you guys the fun. Get a shelter.
Sawyer gravity filter. Just getting some water for dinner. You can also filter right into a smart water if you want. Ours has this cap on the end, but you can buy the cap that screws right onto the Sawyer threads too. But this seems to work really good with the gravity system. You don't get the air sucking issues that you have with our old gravity system. We're about to make dinner, and let me show you. I'm gonna have Packet Gourmet's Dottie's chicken and dumplings, and then Matt's gonna have the ostentatious tortilla soup, the one I had. Was it our first night? It was our first night. It was very good. So I'm excited to try the chicken and dumplings. I haven't had this one yet, but it's got some really good reviews. Pretty simple cook-in bag meal. It only takes 14 ounces of boiling water. Cooks it right into the bag. It says, serve directly from the pouch or scoop into a bowl. Oh my sweet mama. I don't know if you can read that. It's pretty funny. These guys are good. They make a lot of good stuff. Hello, how are you?
How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Should probably get up.
There's the fun in that. Get all that tortilla goodness. Comes with cheese and like little taco chips too. They're so thoughtful. They think of everything. Oh, we just finished dinner. Dottie's chicken and dumplings. Delicious. Probably one of my favorites so far, if not my favorite. Matt enjoyed his as well. We are just getting everything all set up. You're probably gonna have a hard time seeing that because it's kind of dark in here. Putting our beds together for the evening. We still have stuff drying out in here, but it's still storming. I don't know if you can hear the thunder out there, but storming pretty good. So we've moved indoors because the rain was kind of splattering us on the table. It's gonna be a good night. We are feeling quite happy about our current living arrangements, as messy as they are.
Which plan on getting up early and trying to do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow we are headed to Rock Harbor.
7.7, give or take.
Between 7 and 8 miles to Rock Harbor, and that is where we will catch the ferry back to the mainland the following day. So tomorrow we're gonna hike the 8 or so miles, stay in Rock Harbor, hopefully catch a shower, visit the gift shop. We understand they also have burgers and beer, so we're gonna give that a try, but we're hoping to snag another shelter because it sounds like it's gonna rain. We were able to check the weather on the GPS finally, and Mom gave us some updates through the GPS as well, and it appears it's gonna rain for the next couple days.
It's a one-night stay.
I believe.
We figure if we go early, anyone who's already there has to move out, whether or not they know it, and then we'll beat most people there.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. We will see. So we're gonna pack up our food stuff and maybe play a little Monopoly Deal. Playing a pretty epic game of Monopoly Deal here in the shelter.
5, please.
We've got a makeshift table with my sleeping pad. What do you want?
5, and you probably got this game.
$5?
Mm-hmm. Basically just to get cards out of my hand because I'm in trouble.
How about 5 back? Ooh, I forgot to draw 2. I thought I had him beat.
So I played Go, picked up 2 cards, so
You got lucky
1,
with a draw.
flip that,
2,
flip that,
3.
and there's my 3rd card.
3 sets, and I had this, and I didn't have a 3rd property. That was my issue. Could have made one here and just say no to him if he tried to pull any away.
Oh, you didn't have a 3rd with all.
I
Wait a
didn't.
minute.
Yeah, but I only
It's
have,
purple.
only have 1.
It's not red.
Yeah.
What's this? Ooh.
Railroad.
Oh my gosh, I can't
And I
believe
had 2
won.
other railroads, but I didn't have a 3rd or a 4th.
I cannot believe I won that.
Yep. I finally came close. Still can't beat him. I like a little table though.
Mm-hmm.
Got the chairs. So we had a minor freak out recently. I went to go use the restroom and we couldn't find the hand sanitizer, and we tore everything apart and it was gone. It's not in the shelter anywhere. So we came to the conclusion that we most likely dropped it on the trail, which means we have absolutely no way to clean our hands, which is disgusting out here because you're using porta-johns where you have to put the lid down. And you don't want to touch your food or your water or anything with those kind of hands. So we tore the whole shelter apart. Could not find it. We had a discussion about putting things back where they belong. But we didn't know how we lost it, so we don't know who was to blame. But then, suddenly, I told Matt to go outside and see if maybe it was on the ground outside the shelter.
Yeah, she said go outside. I decided to check my pockets. It was right where I left it, in my pant pocket. So.
He has it in his pants pockets that's hanging on the line.
And it may have gone swimming in Superior.
Yeah.
Closed.
Where he said his pockets were empty.
Most of them were.
Either way, we have recovered the hand sanitizer. All is well. We can wash our hands. Life is good. Matt's forgiven.
Sort of.
But he needs to let me win. Never mind. Alright, deal him. I didn't catch it on film, but I just smoked him!
Yeah, I saved my good cards thinking she had a deal breaker, and she just plucked it away one by one.
Look at that stack. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
That was so loud.
We just had two huge thunder and lightning. They were so loud it like rattled the walls in here. I'm so happy we're not in a tent tonight. I tried to get the camera quickly, but I missed it.
Must have hit the water. It's a good thing most people like that kayaker knew to get off hours ago.
Oh, it's gonna do it again.
With it.
It's gonna do it again. Come on. There was lightning. Maybe not. That one wasn't half as loud, but it was still pretty loud.
Further away.
It's getting further away. Darn, I'm sad I missed it and didn't get it on film, but holy cow. Those two rattled the walls.
That last one barely moved the broom. Low energy. Sad.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is awesome. Alright, signing off for now. It appears there is a trail log here at Daisy Farm. This is 2016. Oh, I guess 2016 through. So, we're gonna sign in here. Looks like quite a few people signed in this year already. I wonder when the first one was this year. 2017, May 12th. We're from Vermont. Wow, that's cool. I don't think everybody knows this is back here. I feel like there should be more signatures, but we're gonna sign in. I don't know what day it is. Let me look. August. Alright, I'm gonna sign in and I'll check back in with you in a minute. Hey.
How you doing?
I recognize you. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Yeah. We made it.
We made it. Still upright.
It's always good. Always good. Did you find a site here?
We did. We actually got a shelter.
No way.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes, after getting here at like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
A little after 6.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. We're in shelter 5, I think.
What are we on? 7?
8.
Oh, you're not far down
8.
from us then.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
So what's going on here?
There's a trail log. I haven't noticed any of these anywhere else on the island.
Oh, really?
So I was just signing Matt and I in. I was looking back, the first people to come in 2017. Where is it now? It was May 12th, and they're from Vermont, looks like.
First entry of 2017.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Year-long adventure. Wow.
Yeah.
After quitting life for a bit to explore a beautiful country. Man.
Yeah.
Man, that's serious.
It's kind of interesting to read through it.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
So, are you writing down all your trails and stuff you did there?
I'm going to try to.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
You too, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, we are signed in. Just checking out the rest of camp now that we're all settled in, and it's getting kind of dark back by our shelter, so I thought I would just walk around and check out some of the other ones. Met up with a few people that we've met on the trails over the last couple days, and they found shelters too, so happy for them. If you're ever wondering what an Isle Royale privy looks like, here's a good one. Standard issue bowl, TP. And the smell. beautiful, guys. We are settling in for the evening. Just got in my quilt, and it's a little bit chilly tonight, so I have my hoodie and my puffy jacket on. Matt's in the bathroom. He'll be back shortly. We are gonna go to sleep, and we'll get up in the morning, make some breakfast. We're planning on another early wake up so we can get to Rock Harbor pretty early and hopefully snag another shelter, and then we'll have it for the whole day. We can kind of hang out and check out the different things in Rock Harbor, so pretty excited about that. We've had a great trip so far. It's kind of just hitting me that it's ending, and tomorrow night will be our last night on the island. So I'm a little bit bummed that it's over, but we had a great time. We've had a blast. I wish I had filmed more, but like I said, the trails were very wet, and they're challenging too, you know. They're not easy. So filming and hiking is not easy to do all at the same time, but I hope I caught enough of the fun moments, and I'm glad you guys were there with us through all of it. So one more day after today, and then technically two if you count the day on the ferry too, and then we've got quite a drive home. We have to try to make it after the ferry. It's a 6-hour ferry ride. We have to make it all the way at least to maybe like the bridge in order to make it back in time the following day to the Lower Peninsula. So we got a lot of travel ahead of us, but we still got 2 more days, 1 more night on the island. Still no moose. Our chances of seeing them is getting slimmer and slimmer as we're getting back towards the more popular areas of the island and a little bit closer towards the harbor. So I don't know if we're actually going to see one, but Matt says it doesn't matter because we've already found a bunch of the antler sheds. We found their poop, and what else did we find? Oh, their tracks. Lots and lots of tracks on the trails. So I know they're here, and we've talked to a lot of people that have seen them, but we're just not lucky enough this time. So I guess that gives us a reason to come back. Alright, see you all in the morning.
Hey y'all, this is why you get shelters.
Flip the screen up because you're just looking at your nose.
Should I restart?
Yep, flip the screen up so you can see.